Hello, all my fellow knights, vikings, samurai, woolen and outlanders. My name is Nebula, and today, I'm actually kind of happy that I'm able to make this video because this is something that I was actually hoping was going to happen, and because I was a little bit concerned with it. And in case you're missing the context, or you just haven't read the title because you're lazy, it's about the Cat Pack, right? Now, obviously, Cat Pack has been around for a little while now. We've seen some shorts. There's no real anything that sort of is wrong with it by any means. It's pretty good. It's not too bad seeing this, how do I put this? Seeing this new style of things. Like it's a group of cats rescuing. It's not bad. But the one thing we were missing was an introduction episode where the pups actually meet the Cat Pack, and there was no sign of that ever being a thing when the shorts came out. They just knew each other, apparently. And yes, being a kids show, obviously, it doesn't have to have this, insane continuity, and it has to be, a fixed thing. It has to be, making sense. I understand that. But it's like every single member previously, or new villain against them, has still been introduced in some way. They haven't just gone in and they've just been like, oh yeah, it was her again, and it's like, well, who's this? No, they went in with the knowledge. So that's why I was a little bit worried that we hadn't seen an introduction episode. That was, of course, until we saw this.
This is the Cat Pack. Wow. Cool! After hanging around the Paw Patrol, I thought it'd be cool to put together a team of cats. We have Cat Pack power!
Now that was the first sign that there was an introduction where they meet the Cat Pack made, and it looked like it would be in a full-length episode. Probably just full length. I don't think they could have stretched this out into 20-something minutes for a special. But there was no sign of that ever releasing until today when we seen this. From a website which I'll have down in the link in the description, you'll see that apparently on the 28th of May, a day after my birthday, yes, an actual episode of Pups Meet the Cat Pack will be a real thing. And we'll get to see just what leads them to meet and just how everything went. The intro obviously shares a little bit more than you'd think, but getting to see the rest of it, still pretty good. And I'm excited for it, I really am. And there's one more thing I want to address here. There's a bit of an argument in the fandom right now going on about the whole thing with Wild and Wildcat. Now, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, I don't think they are the same character, because you can clearly see that Wild is he does maybe not a completely different look, but he clearly looks quite a bit different to Wildcat. And my only question is, if this was Wildcat, why didn't they just use his name instead of just referring to him as Wild? To me, that just doesn't make very much sense, and my opinion on it is that Wild and Wildcat are technically two separate characters. Look, this introduction episode will hopefully clarify a few things for us, mostly just because of the fact that, look, we've been dealing with a lot of headaches recently. First off is Liberty, being in the show, breaking the rules of the movie, stuff and everything, but not just that. Now that we have this, there's definitely going to be quite a bit of confusion. I'm hopeful that it can be resolved with this introduction episode though. But anyways, that is all for now. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm really looking forward to the Cat Pack, and I hope you are as well, and this is Nebula, out.